welcome back to another episode of What's That Game Again. We are back in the city that we still need to name, by the way. But as for now, it's just What's That Game Again city. So, a couple updates here. I just want to point out I did come in and fix the highway. I know the last video was the highway was looking kind of crazy, but every day I watch more and more videos on this game, and I watch more and more YouTubers and the way they play the game. I've seen this highway pop up quite a few times. So I was like, okay, let me just let me get my highway looking right. Because right now, man, it was rough to begin with. And even now I got this thing going the wrong way. Yeah, the ramps are going the wrong way here. Don't hit me. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get this going the right way. Boom. There we go. I think we got a issue. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. Oh yeah, we gotta switch these off ramps too. There you go. We'll just make this a 2-lane. Make this a 2-lane off ramp. All right, so yeah, I think those are pretty much right there. Let's see here. And let's fix our no right turns here, and no left turn here. Same thing over here. I think they're going onto the ramp there, so it's okay. But yeah, same thing over here. I like to just kind of take these options away because, man, it does make your traffic flow a lot nicer. Take these crosswalks away because we don't really need those. You shouldn't be having a crosswalk at a highway. But what's on the agenda for today is services. We're gonna plop down some services in the game. We got a few offices here and there. We got a high school. We got elementary over here. We got a little bit of tiny industry area over here. That's it's doing this thing over there. So we're gonna plop down some services today. Today we just been coasting along, kind of letting our regional people take our garbage and all that kind of stuff. We have no mass transit. We have very little parks here, and we still have not. I don't think we've unlocked the mail service. Okay, so let's actually do that. First, we're gonna zone out an area over here to where we can actually have some industry. So let's do that really quickly. Yeah, because we don't really have a place to put the mail carrier service. That's pretty important. I like to get mail. Do you? Pretty sure we all do, especially if we got something important. So what's important to me is I am pricing out a new PC. It's expensive these days, man. Like I haven't upgraded my computer for the last it's probably been about 5 or 6 years, and I'm seeing the computer prices right now. Man, it is a crazy world out here. I'm looking at, because I'm not like a big gamer. I don't really play a ton of stuff because I really don't have the time between working and school, working and like my daughter's school, and just like adulthood. if that makes sense. I really don't have the time to play games, and I'm multitasking right now to get some game time in. That's just a way of life right now. So I've been looking to price out a new gaming rig, because right now I have, like I said, I did buy the 4070, which you can see at the top right corner, and I leave the GPU utilization and CPU utilization up there the whole time. I try to each episode, but man, I have some other cities where I am. Man, I have a city right now that's about 88,000 people, and when I hit, so I can hit game speed, I can speed it up to 3 right now. So, which I just did. When I say in the other game, if I try to speed it up, they go slower. That's the crazy part about it. They go slower because my CPU utilization is, man, it's rough. It's rough. I try to watch it and, you know, I try to just kind of monitor it. It's at 90% the entire time. Now this GPU utilization is probably a little bit higher because, for the simple fact, because I am recording using OBS as well. So that could be a little bit of a difference there too. I feel like it would make a pretty big difference, the fact that I'm recording using OBS and trying to run the game. But right now I'm looking at upgrading to I want to do one of like the little mini ITX builds, which I think are super cool. Cause my rig right now is big. You can't take this thing anywhere. I mean, there's absolutely nowhere you're gonna take this thing except, you know, my room, and maybe you move it from one TV to another. But I want to do one of the little mini ITX builds. Maybe put like, obviously I'm keeping the 4070 because I just got that, which was $600. I probably mention this every episode, but man, money just don't grow on trees like that, and it's rough out here, and I don't take that for granted. So I'm super appreciative, super blessed that I'm able to buy the things that I'm able to buy through hard work and dedication, might I add, for sure. But still, I know that, you know, just being able to have a 4070, that's a blessing in itself. A lot of times, I can't really get this straight, but that's okay. Yeah, that's a blessing in itself a lot of times, and I'm grateful for that, man. I really am. I'm one of the probably the most humble people you'll find in this world. I'm one of those people who will, if I see a old water bottle that I didn't drink all the way, it could be 2 weeks old, I'm gonna finish it off, because man, there's people who don't got water anywhere, and I just don't want to be one of those people who waste a lot of stuff. But with that being said, man, I really do want a new gaming rig. That's kind of like the next part of the journey, is to go from this big huge gaming rig that I have now, which is massive, with, you know, it has like tempered glass panels where you can see inside of it, RGB lights, RGB RAM, and all that good stuff. I want to be done with that. Those days are kind of over for me. I'm good. I want the minimalist ITX build. I'm looking at a Fractal Terra. I'm looking at maybe one of the Dan PC cases, which are pretty much sold out, non-existent at this point. But that's okay. They'll come back. So I just put down the recycling center, which helps us recycle things and turn them into other resources such as aluminum, metal, plastic, which can be used for other industries around the area. So this is gonna be my forest area here. As you can see, there's a bunch of already grown trees. So what I like to do when I draw out industries also, now some people do this, some people don't. I've seen them do it on the numerous live streams that I've watched of people playing this game, which I love to play as well. So I like to draw out squares because, and the reason why I do this is because if you just draw the circle, it wastes a ton of space, which is very annoying. It's very annoying of a thing that you're gonna build out industry and you're gonna waste a ton of space doing that. It's very annoying when you draw out your industry. And also by doing it this way, you kind of contain where everything is. So if I go to my industries here, this is all good for tree production. So if you look at the outside circle, it's hard to kind of see here, but if you look at the outside circle, it's gonna overlap basically. So what I like to do is like draw maybe like halfway, halfway inside there where I know, and if you hit I, that thing goes away. So I like to draw a halfway where I know, like, hey, this thing is gonna cover everything. So I like to do that instead, because it's just crazy. It just gets annoying drawing the circles. And this takes a long time, by the way. Like, drawing industries take a tremendous amount of your time. I feel like there should be like some type of like auto draw industry button. Are we there yet? We're not there. That's too advanced. But overall, like I say, I always say every episode, I love the game. I feel like the game is definitely like one of those games where it definitely does grow on you. I think the game wasn't finished all the way, but I really like the mechanics. I think these are some of the best mechanics a game has had. Man, since SimCity. And SimCity was desperately missing all of these mechanics, like, for a very long time. And I think that SimCity kind of rested on its laurels of being the only SimCity building game. And it definitely showed. They would not come out with anything unless they were just like going to make a ton of money off of it. Like, I don't think if there were mods in that game, I don't remember using. And that's one of the core tenets of SimCity Skylines 2 or even 1. I mean, the mods. People would come just for the mods, and that was like, it was really unheard of. See, it's hard to see this, but we're gonna do it. Yeah, it was really unheard of having that level of detail and mods together in a game, and the mods were always free. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I love that. But you know, when people love your game, they'll play your game and they'll help you. And you know, I've always been a proponent of the community. Let the community help. And a lot of developers, they shy away from that because they don't want to be upstaged. And it's like, man, you know, in life we all need help. We all need help. It's like nobody does anything almost alone. And you know, just like NBA players, if you play in the NBA or NFL, you wouldn't go play in an empty gym. You wouldn't. It's like, if nobody was there to watch you play, then what's the reason of playing? There isn't one. So when it comes to games in the community, I like to see the community aspect of it and just embracing the community. That's the part I love to see, is like, you know, just let the community help you as much as possible. Just as much as possible. So we got some industries going here. We got some wood. Yeah, let's take a look at our production panel as it is right now. Okay, so we have a huge surplus of wood here. No pun intended. So the only things that don't require, I think there's two things that don't require any type of fertile land, which I think we have some fertile land right here. Yeah, we do. And I'm just like zoning all kinds of stuff on top of it, but it's okay. So the only two things that don't require any type of fertile land are livestock farming and stone mining. I think the stone mining kind of mechanic, or I think it's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. So we'll draw a stone mining station here. We'll draw one right here, just for the sake of it. And not all the time do you have to use the zones. I like using them because I like the fact that it shows me exactly where my stuff is. So like here, when I do this building, I find it incredibly, I guess, kind of satisfying. I can like just do this. Boom, boom, boom. So easy. So easy. I love this mechanic. I'm not really sure what engine they use for this game, but nonetheless, I think it's a great engine. I think it's futuristic enough, and it has enough features inside of it to last for a very long time. Carrying this game into, they're saying 10 years, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. See, and that's super easy. I love the way this tool works. And they've you know, they kind of lease this tool out to a lot of pieces of their game, which I love. So boom, that's another 26 jobs, which I love. Let's see here. So we got some industry going here. I think we should unlock a few more tiles here as well. And if you take a look, we have a ton of people moving in right now. We're not looking so good on the money front, but it's early game. And like I say, I think I said it last stream as well, or last video as well. We're not live streaming yet. We are gonna live stream. That is a future goal of mine as well. I do want to live stream. So at some point, early game, you don't really have to worry about money because of the government subsidies. Now what that means is you could really plop down, man, you can really plop down almost anything, and there will be a government subsidy to come back and kind of get you out of it, basically. So that's what we kind of rely on early game. So I'm gonna turn on one city policy real quick here, is roadside parking. Now, I used to be a big proponent of alleyways, and I figured out that alleyways don't let you use roadside parking, the fee. So if I turn this up to about 20 cents, or we'll say $20, because yeah, they're pretty much dollars. So we got a lot of people coming in right now. As you can see, they're getting off the highway and they're backed up. But the thing I do like about this game, I do kind of recognize, is that at some point they may be backed up, but the next day, when they've already settled into their house or their job or wherever they're actually going, it's not all the time being backed up forever. So it may be backed up for right now, as you can see, and we have an influx of almost 200 people moving in at one time. That's a lot of people coming in and going in that direction. That's okay. So we're just going to, what do we got here? Got some people without power. So what's going on here? Do we have a bottleneck somewhere? Why don't you have power? Oh, I know why. So sometimes the game does this too. So if you kind of look and see that their little, I guess their path is off. Their path is off of the road. And when that happens, the game recognizes it as, you know, they don't have an actual path to the road. So I will either have to like take this completely out or do something like that line, those lines. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna unzone them. And for the reason where I can just, you know, zone something else, I can either put a park or a pathway there or something like that in the future. And that's okay too. So let's see here. Do we got one more that's like that? Yeah, I'm just waiting for his. We'll go ahead and finish that circle. That's one that's like that. That's fine. We'll put a roundabout here just to cap it off. I like doing this, doing a little roundabouts at the end. I think it's a nice little touch here. As you can tell, I like doing that. All right, so our city is growing. So we just got to 300 people. Our city's growing pretty rapidly, actually. So the first couple things I like to do, I hate seeing this. So that's one of the first things I like to take care of is the water and the sewage. I like to get the water, sewage, and electricity pretty much like stacked away, you know, as soon as possible. I like to get those kind of squared away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this down. Boom. And now we are a boom town. Boom town. Milestone 6. So we're here. So that gives us 1.4 million. That gives us 6 progression points and 8 tiles that we can unlock. So now with putting the wastewater treatment plant down, I'm going to go ahead and delete this, because now we're able to take the water that is being sent as polluted water, basically, we're able to turn that around and make that into more water availability. I like that feature. So, and what that also does is, now when you see people with water like this and you see a ton of it, then that means they've ran that mechanic for so long in the game that it's just, it starts to pollute the water, and there's no way to get that out. That's the one thing that I kind of despise. I'm like, God dang it, you know, I want to get that water not to be brown. I hate that look. Yeah, definitely. I hate that. I hate that, man. It's one of my pet peeves in this game. I hate the brown water because you definitely can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it, but at no cost can you get rid of it. So got a little bit of traffic jam here. I'm actually gonna fix this. I'm gonna bring this road around. And this is I think this is an 8-lane road. Like I said, I like the fact I like to go ahead and like unlock roads as quick as possible. There's definitely a reason for that. It makes planning so much easier when you're not just tied to just small roads. You can plan in very good detail way ahead of time. What is this? It's like a 5-lane road here. 5-lane asymmetrical. Yep, that's what it is. So we'll bring this across. That way, give this area another access point. We'll do the same thing down here as well, because you do want to have these access points to where your people can cross the road without going just to that one intersection. It makes handling traffic a whole lot easier. That way everybody's just not going to that same intersection all the time. Get them out of that habit. Trying to get this straight here. Let's go. There. Boom. All right. So now that we got that in, we got more services in. We're making a little bit more money, and we're starting to get more office demand, starting to get a little bit more commercial demand. One new thing that they've done is they've made the roads turn green, kind of where low density or whatever that density demand is. So it says I have demand for it all over, but yeah, I don't know about that. But let's see here. So what are you going to do now? I think it's time for us to go ahead and zone in this area over here. This is Briarwood Bluff. Probably gonna rename that at some point. But yeah, let's go ahead and zone in. We're gonna do. We don't really have any other demand other than the low density housing. That's okay. So we want to keep. I actually want to keep them off of the main roads, like the main road. So we're gonna do this. go ahead and kind of zone in all of this. I don't think it does it in like a right angle, which kind of, yeah, it's kind of hard to zone in all the time. It's okay. We'll go ahead and zone the whole thing because it's not exactly a main road at this point, and that's okay. So we'll zone in all of this low. Oh, what did I do? That was medium. All right, make a mistake. It's fine. It's fine. So let's do this. We'll zone in. We'll make all of this medium residential. Yep. Sorry, guys. My bad. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. And the game it'll correct all the zoning after a while. It's okay. All right, so while that zones in, we're gonna take a look at buying some tiles, and we're gonna look at expanding the city outwards. So I know that I kind of want my industry over here, so I want to go ahead and buy some tiles over here and start getting trains and like subway lines, other industries. I kind of want to go ahead and expand over here. So I'm gonna go buy 20 tiles for $447,000. So let's do that. Go ahead and buy those tiles, and we're gonna go across here because this is where I want my kind of industry town to reside. So if we take a look at our, let's see here, so resources we got over here. We got some fertile land here. We got oil. No, we ain't unlocked that yet. So we got some fertile land here. So we're gonna start setting up our fertile land. And to do that, we're gonna have to move this highway system. And that's fine because we actually needed to do that kind of anyway. So I'm gonna actually pause the game while I do that, and we're going to take a break. Well, I'm gonna pause the game, and then when you come back, you guys will see a time lapse, but this part I'm just gonna do off cam. All right, until next time, I'll be right back. And we are back in the game here. So what I did was I moved the highway over here, and basically shifted it to the left a bit and moved a couple other things around, and now we basically have a second industry town over here, and this is where we're going to house a lot of our actual production fields, stuff like that. So we're going to put that all over here in this area: industry, rail, subway cars, bus stations, all that kind of stuff, just to move it out of the way and just to keep it from clogging up our other highways and such. So we also put a intersection here that we're going to draw some roads off of here as well. So I think this looks like a 4-lane road. I think it is. Is that a 4-lane road? I think so. Yeah. So it looks like a 4-lane. Is that a highway? Yeah. Looks like a 4-lane highway. We're going to turn it into a 4-lane road, which is fine, since we're in the quote-unquote city limits now. So we're going to do it on both sides just to draw it out just a bit. Now I got this road going a little bit here. I drew a little cutout for my fields that I'm going to be shaping here. So if you see, this is all fertile land, and I kind of left off a little bit over here, but that's fine. It's fine. It'll work out in the end. So we're gonna draw. So let's look at our production tab. Let's see what we're needing the most. So we're needing chickens the most, but we don't need fertile land for that. But second is cotton. Third is wheat. and then some more ore here. So primarily we're gonna use this just for cotton and probably probably like the carrots or something. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the game as much as I am. I'm having a very good time playing the game. I think the game is great. Like I always say on probably every episode, I can really see the potential in the game. I really like it. So definitely looking to get me a better gaming rig as well. It's crazy prices, man. Don't you know I was looking at these gaming rigs. I'm gonna build a mini ITX gaming rig. Man, just pricing it out right now, I'm at almost $988, and that's not counting Windows, basically. I have Windows, but I have a pirated copy. But yeah, I have a pirated copy. I'm not really ashamed to say it, but I never pay for Windows. But I want to, though. If that makes sense. I want to pay for it, but it just makes it so hard. It's so expensive. I'm like, man, can we just get, I don't know if this is, saying this is not connected. Let's see here. That's another thing. I hate when it does that. Cause like you'll be too far down. Cause if you go too far down, it won't connect. There we go. Boom. Problem solved. So which one else? It was wheat and cotton. Those are our two main ones. And we actually can get some carrots in here too. Yeah, we can get some carrots in here. This is a pretty big field here. Like I said, I like the way that you can. This part takes a while. This is one of the more unsexy parts of the game, for sure. It does take a while to do these fields and like draw them out and stuff like that. It does take a while. I don't like that part of it, but I do feel like it's, you know, it's part of the game. It's part for the course, you know. So I'm not like too bad at it. Let's see here. Let's do some carrots on the other end, and that way we kind of round out our production chain here. I like the fact that you can zone into the area. So you see how this is now. So I'm just gonna come back and come out with the specialized industry area tool and just draw all my lines here. And you get pretty good at this as you go along, but it does take quite a while to kind of like get this going, to be honest with you. But it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather have this tool because it allows you, when they showed off rezoning the landfill, I was like, oh my god, where has that tool been like all my life? Because you want to draw. The only thing I would say right now that they need to add is the ability to take off buildings. Because right now, if you pop a building, you're pretty much stuck with it, and that kind of sucks. That does suck, but at the end of the day, it's not like, it's not too crazy of a mechanic to you know, maybe put in later or so. So yeah, I mean, this tool is great. I love it. Just being able to make your fields larger and snapping exactly to where you want it to be is amazing. I love it. And let's do this. Right there. Get that here. Boom. Perfect. Now it said we did need some chickens. So this doesn't require fertile land. So we're just gonna sit this in here just like this and kind of fit it in there, which we can. Which I love that. I love that mechanic. Just, you know, just being able to be so exact. I like drawing the alleys around it, the rows around it, so you don't waste space. because you can waste a lot of space with these tools. So that's a perfect field for me. I know some people go crazy and they start landscaping all around these fields and stuff like that. We won't have time for all that. Look at the trees. Okay, boom. Yeah, we got them. Got it. But yeah, this is my industry over here. Next thing I'm going to do is we're going to build out some more industry. I see that's a kind of a wooded area over there, so I'm gonna kind of leave that alone for now. We'll take these 2-lane roads, and what I've noticed about industry, you don't really need to be like too exact per se. And they'll kind of, industry, man, if you ever owned a business or started a business, like, man, you're gonna get it done regardless. And that's kind of the sentiment that this game takes with industry. They're going to get it done no matter whatever infrastructure you give them or don't give them. They're gonna get it done. And I like that. As far as like, put a little roundabout there for that area, make it look a little cool, which I like. But yeah, they're just gonna get it done. They're not gonna complain too much. The only thing that they complain about is, hey, like, we need more customers. That's about the biggest complaint you'll get from industry places. So we're just gonna build a lot more industry here on this side of town. So that industry is probably gonna go all the way down, take it all the way out, and that's probably gonna be the last of our industry demands for right now. So let's take a peek at our customers, well, our town, our city people here. So what we got: unreliable healthcare coverage, unreliable internet coverage. Okay, I guess we could probably do something about that. So we don't have a post office yet either. So, but we also don't have I guess we do have a road connection. We do have a road connection. They can get on the highway there. So let's do that over here as well. And like I said, early game, don't worry about how much money you're spending. Just don't even look at it, because early game, do upgrades, do whatever you need to do, because the early game is not gonna really matter. Not too much the way you think it will. So now we put the post office over here, and we just we put mailboxes all over. So we'll put mailboxes here, we'll put it everywhere. And I like having the mail service outside of town, and that'll help a lot too with traffic, because there's a lot of post office vans that come out of that place. And so as you can see here, there's a large accumulation of mail, and like these guys, so shipping mail actually helps them sell more stuff. And that's very realistic of them to put it in the game, that mechanic like that. If I can ship mail, I can do a lot of different things. I can ship packages, I can upcharge for certain delivery items or delivery fees and stuff like that. So that's always great. So now that we have pretty much everything covered, we have a mailbox pretty much all over the city, which is great. Okay, yeah. So now we have mail coverage, and you'll come down here and see reliable mail service, which is +7 now, just by putting that down. So the people were complaining about no internet coverage. So as you can see here, in the red is everything. We have no internet service whatsoever. So we're gonna change that right now. Let's see here, and you kind of want to put it in an area where it doesn't do really it does low noise pollution. I don't really care too much about where I put it. I guess I just kind of put it somewhere. I like kind of putting it in its own little area per se, if I can fit it somewhere, but I don't really have anywhere to just kind of nestle it. So I like putting it off the highways myself. So especially over here, I don't really have a place where I can just put it. So I'm just gonna do that. And yeah, we need another one. And we'll set this right here. We did have to take away a building, but that's okay. And like I said, early game, you're not even worried about this. You're not even worried about the fees or anything for it. Just put it down. So we got tons of internet coverage over here. We probably need one more, and we just get some internet coverage over here for the industry people. And they definitely don't care about any noise pollution. Never heard one time them say like, "Hey, this noise pollution is terrible." Nah, they don't say anything. So we just take a look at it now. Now we're fully covered. I guess like this place needs more internet coverage. So we just unlocked the chemical plant. Let's see here. It's one of our industry signature buildings. So chemicals are everything and more are made here every day. This is a pretty big asset, which I've noticed. So we're gonna actually take this one all the way over here to our new industry area and put that down here. And what that does, man, it really, it has a lot of jobs that come with it. So if we plop it down here, take a look at it, 778 jobs. Oh my God. That's a lot of jobs, people. That's a lot of jobs. 778 jobs, and they are primarily looking for well-educated people, highly educated and educated. So if you don't have your education in check, man, you won't be able to fill this building. But this building is great. So I don't really have a college yet. So that's probably the next thing that I need to get on myself personally here. So I need to get that going. Also, there's only one entrance to this subdivision here, which makes this roundabout very busy. So let's kind of change it. Let's see here. So I'm gonna actually I want to make a bridge. Let's make a bridge over the highway. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's make a bridge. We're gonna go this way. Pick it up a little bit. So let's go over the highway, and it doesn't have to be like fancy or anything. I just want it to be kind of, kind of symmetrical, at least as much as possible. But that's okay if it's not. Yeah, it looks all right. It'll do. So let's do that, and let's bring another entrance over here. I do like to keep these straight for some reason. I do like when they're 90 degrees or they look better. So we're gonna make a little exit road here, just to have another entrance to the subdivision of the industrial park. Okay. So let's make a little district here as well. I like making the districts. They come in handy late game. They do. I'll tell you why. They come in handy because you're able to split up your services, and that makes basically doing a lot of stuff a lot easier, especially with mass transit, and when that comes to be a big thing in your city. So we're still losing money, but that's okay. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna put that roadside parking fee in place, and you really don't have a whole lot of people park on the road in industries. There's some right here, but not a whole lot. One thing I did notice is they upgraded the parking facility availability. So it tells you how much parking you have, and it tells you how much you make per month. Parking can be a really great great thing to have and kind of build out. I love the parking system here. So I think the next thing that we're gonna unlock is, so I really try to get to the solar power plant as quick as possible, but we really need to get our college system going. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock the college. I like to build a college out. I like to make it a kind of a staple, like a focal point of the city. I can't really do that right now because I don't really have the money to do that. But what I can do is we're gonna go ahead and plop the college because it's $750,000. We're gonna plop it right here across the street from the high school, and I'm gonna put it back a ways so I can draw like a little road that comes out to it. Oh man, shoot! I may not have enough money to. Oh, yes, I do. There we go. So let's spin it around here. I don't like the money. I don't like that it take money to relocate your building. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's okay though. Let's see. Let's make it. Let's definitely get it straight here. Okay, boom. And I did the same thing again. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy, guy. Is this the right way? Okay, this is the right way right here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeesh. So I made my building cost a lot more by doing that. That's okay. That's okay. So what I want to do is like just draw a road like this. Draw it out. Boom, boom. Draw it out and draw this. And just do this just to give it like a little space here for, you could put like some row housing, you should put like some dorms, some medium density stuff. That's what I kind of like to do here, and that way it gives it that kind of like campus feel to it. So now that we have the college in place, I don't want to do actually anything else here because I don't really have the cash to really upgrade it the way I want to, if that makes sense. Because there's additional buildings on here. So like there's an extension wing, there's college libraries. And what I like to do is kind of build it out to where it's an actual campus. So I'm here I'm near Nashville. So we're gonna call this college, let's see, what do we have here? We have Vanderbilt, we have, what's the other big college here? I don't know. But either way it goes, I like, let's see here. Oh, I think, and these are zoning in wrong. Yeesh. Okay, so this is what we're gonna have to do. I learned this trick on YouTube. So we're gonna have to do this. That way we get the zoning on the other side of the road. And that way I don't have people on the main arterial road doing that. I love this game. So now we just come back with a bulldozer and take up this road. And now you have, I think you have three, yeah, you have 3 more zoning tiles there. But it's zoned on the other side of the road, which I love. And actually, go ahead and delete all of these as well, just so you get bigger buildings. Yeah, there you go. Trick I learned from watching YouTube. But yeah, what's the other college here? We got Vanderbilt. We got, I don't know. I guess it's our biggest college here in Nashville. Oh, we got Nashville Tech. Now I'm gonna save that for the technical college. So let's do, I guess we could do Vanderbilt. Actually, no. We could do Austin P. We'll do APSU. If you know, you know. If you're near Austin, near Nashville or the Clarksville, Tennessee area, Kentucky border, you know where APSU is. But this is a college. It's not a university. What's the nearest college here? Yeah, we'll leave it as APSU for now. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna just leave it like this for now, just because I really want to do some other type of just making it look better, but I can't really do that right now. But one thing we can do is we have a little bit of money left. We're almost to that next milestone of being a busy town. We'll get more money. So let's see here. One thing we can start to do now is we can put in some mass transit, because if you look at our highways here, we kind of need it. We kind of need it. So what we can do also is we can make some more off ramps here as well to alleviate that traffic. And I'm not against making one-way off ramps as well. I think that's sometimes it can be a good idea, sometimes not. But I'm gonna do it here. I'm just gonna make like a little off ramp, just for one-way exit here. It's not going to actually be for everything per se, but we're going to make it a one-way off ramp here. Let's see here. I think it's a little too steep for that, but we just carry it around like this. Oh, that's too far down. So if we carry it around just like that, boom. And another thing we can do is we can take this left turn off. Can we take that off? Oh no, we just do no right turn. Can we take that left turn off? It's kind of like not letting me do it here. There we go. There we go. I was hitting the wrong button. There we go. So we'll take the left turn off. Take that option as well. So now we're gonna leave it at a little bit of traffic from going down here, because I know that's where they're going. They're going down the street and they're trying to get to the college, or they're trying to get to this new zoned medium density area, and that's fine. But we're just gonna alleviate traffic that way, just a little bit. So we'll do the same thing to this side. Just carry it up. Let's see here. This is where my game kind of sticks a little bit here and there. All right, so now we just attach this to this, and boom, there we go. We got on a ramp coming from an off ramp, and we can alleviate a little bit more traffic. Now you can't, we can't get on off both ways, but you can alleviate some traffic there, and that's okay. That's what we want. We just want a little bit of variation from here, which is getting backed up. Okay. I think is there a cloud over here? It's a little darker on the screen. I don't know. But yeah, so if you look here, we got a lot of industry saying they need more workers, lack of labor, all that good stuff, and that's fine. We're just gonna continue. Sometimes you do have to ignore the ignore the warnings. You know what I mean? Like, just ignore the signs. Just keep zoning. Keep zoning. Just keep zoning. That's all you can do at that point. So what do we have? We need more offices. We have some office demand here. So what I like to do is I like to kind of put the pedestrian street around the college, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, but next episode I'm probably gonna take that off for sure, because I like to put my extra buildings here too as well. And you can't do that if you zone it all the way in. But what it also does is allow you to zone buildings around the college as well. Let's put some offices, just some low density offices here for now. And that kind of takes away all of my office demand. Got some commercial demand here as well. So let's kind of make some commercial. Maybe on this side and this side, since we don't really have the demand for it as of right now. So yeah, we'll zone in some commercial. We'll do that. Put it at 3 speed. Let it cook a little bit more. Let's see here. And yeah, I think this is definitely I think it's coming together good so far. I like the way the college zones in. So even another thing, even if the game is telling you like, hey, you're losing money, over the last probably a couple of minutes here, we just gained about $100,000 because of government subsidies. And that's why I say early game, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, don't even worry about it because it's gonna keep you afloat. I think the next thing for us is we need to implement some transportation. It's probably that's probably the next thing, and probably more chicken farms, more livestock farms. So let's do a little bit of transportation here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a little bit of transportation. Yeah, let's do a little bit of transportation. I hate when it's raining and overcast. It makes it look so gray and dull. And if you see, oh, we got a lot of abandoned buildings here. So why did they leave? It said high crime, poor education services, lack of entertainment. These guys here. They won't let up on me. So high crime. Let's look at our police grid over here. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. We got the extension on there already though, so I don't know. That's probably about the best we can do right now, because I don't really have the money to really just put another precinct over there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna demolish these just because they're complete. Here. But overall, I think it's looking pretty good. It's in. Oh, so we got the film actor mansion, and I guess we'll go over to this little island over here. Where we got our other. We had the rock musician mansion. We'll put it over here as well. Which really doesn't make sense. We kind of need to put him over here because we need the well-being aspect of it. So let's do that. Let's move both of these. Which I didn't really want to move him, but yeah, just for the well-being bonus, I think we'll go ahead and move. I know these actors don't want to be among the commoners over here, but that's okay. We'll move them at a later time. That's okay. So we got more people moving in. We're almost at that next milestone, and like I said, let's work on some transit. So I personally think taxis. So here's my thing about transit. My favorite transit in the game is the subway. By far is the subway. But I understand that taxis and buses are quote unquote necessary evils. They are quote unquote necessary evil. So I'm gonna go back to my little depot area over here, and we're gonna put the the taxi depot over here. And for right now, we're just gonna leave it. Oh, so we'll do the dispatch upgrade. That way you don't actually need a taxi stop for anything, basically. So this is doing that again. So we can take the zoning off of here. So take these zones off. Is this one off too? I think. Yeah, that one is off too. So let's go ahead and de-zone this area. There we go. So let's de-zone that. And de-zone that. Do we got, oh, there's a fire there. We'll let them take care of that. So we'll put down a couple taxi stands. We'll put them all over. Put them basically everywhere that we need them. I like turning this off as well. Put them right in front of the college, along the roads. Oh, and we just hit busy town. Just hit busy town. So we're at the next milestone. Like I said, don't worry about the money in the first beginning. Probably for like the first, man, really like the first good 9 or 10 levels of development. Just don't even worry about the money. Just draw your heart's content. That's all you got to do. Just draw to your heart's content. Draw roads, zone in apartments, buildings, all that stuff. Just zone it in, and it'll work. Like it just works. It works perfectly. So the only thing, these are alleys, so you have to put taxi stands here. So we come back and we look at our original area, which is kind of blossomed here. So we look at all these row houses, everything's zoning in perfectly, which I love. I love this about the game. I love the way it zones in that way. What is this? These are, I think these are row houses. Or no, these are medium density houses. These are row houses over here. Okay, all right. There's a row house. All right, cool. So just wait for more of them to kind of zone in as well, I guess. So we'll do a little bit more here. Yeah. There we go. Yep. So we'll let that zone in. I think it's zoning in pretty nicely. Let's de-zone this. Let's see here. They will be close to ending the episode. Let's get that zoned out of here. And yeah. Things are looking pretty good so far. So, let's go ahead and do... I'm gonna wait. So, like I said, my favorite mode of transit is the subway. So, what I'm gonna do in this game, I'm going to skip the bus, and there's a specific reason for that. If you go to the subway, a subway yard is $200,000, and it keeps all of the people off the road. I cannot express that enough. It keeps them off of the road altogether. Love the subway. Love the way it works. In my opinion, like I said, it's one of the best ways to keep people. So I need 4 points to get to the solar plant. There we go. I need 5 points. So I need 5 points to get there. I need 1, 2, 4. I need 7 points to get to the subway. So the train and the tram I don't really use. I like the tram. The tram is cool, but I really think having a subway will definitely put you where you need to be. So I think I'm just gonna do that. So we're gonna go all the way to the subway, and we're just gonna go ahead and unlock it. Boom. We're gonna unlock the subway. It's early game, but let's do it. So in the next episode, we will have the subway unlocked, and we're gonna go ahead and put the subway in there because I think we're ready for it. It's gonna be great. And until next time, we'll see you back on What's That Game Again. Please subscribe and like the channel, share it, comment. And hey, we still need a name for the city. So if you have a name, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to leave it the way it is right now, but it could be Nashville. It could be, I'm in the Nashville area. If you have a name, put it in the comments down below. And yeah, just let me know. You guys have a good day. Peace.